Peace, guys. How's it going? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be talking about something a little different. And the reason why I am bringing up this little different topic is because it is connected to some of the other things that I have talked about. And especially when it comes to astral matter or astral light. More importantly, astral matter and how your consciousness interacts with that energetic matter through your consciousness. Okay, so I've kind of talked about stuff like that in videos, which is important to realize. But I want to bring up something that I haven't really talked about before, and that is the body of light. And what it actually is called, what it has been called for centuries, medieval times, dark ages, way back. I mean, centuries and centuries, and I mean thousands of years. This information has been guarded and kept secret for a very long time, and over the last century or so, with the advent of newer technologies and eventually the internet, that kind of stuff, the body of light has come out more. The information has come out more and more. So more and more people understand what it is. I don't know. I have no clue to how many of you who are subscribed to my channel, how many of you have heard about the body of light or are very familiar with the body of light. Now, but going back centuries, what it's actually called is it's a method. It's a method of navigating through other dimensions. Sorry, there's some crazy noise outside my window. I'm not sure if you can hear that. So it's been used to navigate mainly just the astral structure, up to the mental planes, different astral levels, Akashic records, and then even down into the low astral and into the real-time etheric zone outside of the physical dimension. So it's one body that you are creating it's an extension of yourself. So what it's actually called is, it's not called just the body of light. So a lot of different channels out there just call it that and then just equate it to the astral body, right? But what it's actually called is the creation of a body of light. The creation of a body of light. Or in other words, your own extension of yourself that you are creating out of astral matter and astral light. Okay? So you're just making a energetic energetic astral copy of your astral body, but you're doing it through your own intention and thoughts and discipline and willpower. Okay? So that's what the real body of light is. I mean, it's a secret way, it's secret knowledge on how to use your own consciousness through a certain method. And oh boy, we can go into all the methods. We can go into all of that and how to build psychic defenses and shielding of your energy copy astral body that you're creating through the creation of a body of light method. slash ritual, because there is some ritual. And as in ritual, I don't mean, evil. I mean being consistent, duplicating the same process perfectly each time, which increases the odds of of the creational aspect of how your consciousness is utilizing astral matter to create what your goal is. Now, so in this video, I'm kind of going over some intro kind of stuff to the creation of a body of light. As you can tell, there's way too much to talk about. I mean, so I'm going to go into a few pieces of information I want to share with you, and then I'm going to end the video. But gauging by your response, that will tell me if a lot of you are ready or really are interested and want to get more of a series of videos or parts of videos going into different aspects of the creation of a body of light method. Okay, so let me know, right? If I don't get the response, then I'm not going to sit here and record like 5 or 10 more videos on the topic, right? So you let me know. But in this one, though, let me explain what I feel is a good way to initiate yourself into the creation of a body of light method. Okay? So my best advice is to start from a physical level. Okay? So your consciousness is now centered in your physical avatar body, right? As you're watching this video. I mean, for the most part. And so let's start the initiation of this type of method by engaging with ourselves more on a physical level first. Your odds and chances of being successful with the creation of a energetic copy of an astral body, or an energetic copy essentially of just creating that through astral matter, you will have more success with that and more control over that that astral body that you're creating. You'll have more control over it if you start from a deep, well-rooted initiation that starts with consciousness within your physical body. Okay? So here is an exercise, something to start with. So that way we're kind of talking about the topic and I'm giving you something to start with, and then I'll see your response in the next couple days to this video and then see where I want to go with it, right? But there's a lot of information to share, and that takes multiple videos. So in this self-initiation, what you want to do is get into a room that has a decent amount of natural light. So let's say there's just one main window in a bedroom or a den or whatever particular room you're in. Doesn't matter where it is. As long as it's a room and it has some window in it that can let some natural light into the room. And you want to do this during the day. And you want to use natural light instead of synthetic light. Okay? So you're in a room. The room there's a reason why I'm sitting by this wall. See how white the wall is? It's just simple. It's all white. There's not a lot of different color ranges or distractions or items. It's just a blank slate, right? Like a screen, right? It looks like a screen, right? So you want this kind of wall, something like this. and some natural light coming into the room, but not a lot. So have some drapes down, or if you have blinds, open them up a little bit. Don't open everything up 100%. You just want just enough light to come into the room. And then, so you're looking at this wall, right? So your head's facing that way, right? Now, when you're doing this, get 2 equal length mirrors. The width of the mirror doesn't really matter, but how tall the mirrors are, if they're 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet. As long as they're both the same height. And then you put one on your left side about 3 feet away. And then you put one on your right side about 3 feet away. So do you see what I'm saying here? So as you're looking at this wall, doesn't really matter how far away you are from the wall, as long as you have, as long as you're a few feet away from the wall, because you're going to want to put your hand up in front of you. Okay, so you want some room. But the more important thing is the reflective nature of mirrors and how mirrors can reflect energy. Mirrors reflect more than just what you think that they reflect. I have had personal experiences with mirrors and how mirrors affect things in these other dimensional spaces, or especially the etheric level, etheric plane, how mirrors work there. Mirrors that are in this physical world, okay? So mirrors have some power. And so you have the mirrors on the left and right side of you. Then take your hand. Now there's a few different ways to do this. Let's just start with the simple one. I've talked about it before. And then put your hand up just like this, up against the wall. And then you are staring right in this area. You've probably heard this before, but it works. Right here, not at your hand, but right here. And out of the side of your eye, both eyes, the sides of your eyes, start to notice kind of a shadowy substance, translucent substance in the gray color scale, lighter gray, darker gray. It looks like smoke, and it goes around your hand. That is your etheric energy. That is your etheric body. And then, as you keep doing that, don't lose your focus from staring in this section, at the wall, but staring at this part away from your hand and thumb. And so once you see that shadowy kind of outline, and it vibrates a little bit, it can even pulse a little bit, then start looking for the white outline. So that white, a white color, kind of a whitish outline, a thin outline will then start to show out here in this range, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, sometimes 2 inches away from your physical hand. Okay? And then when you see that white outline appear, and then you might see it for a split second or something, and then you kind of lose your focus, but then just regain your focus like as soon as possible, and just continue with it, continue with it, continue with it. Don't give up. Promise you, you will see it if you are serious about it, and if you try. And then, again, this is the proper initiation of the creation of a body of light, okay, as I was saying earlier in the video. And once you see that white band around you, you also see a little silvery kind of reflection, just a touch of silver on there too. And that's what I've seen. So again, I'm talking from my own experience here. Sharing something that works. So sharing something that I've had results with in my life. Okay? But anyways, so once you see that white outline, that's where your real initiation from the physical level begins. your consciousness in that moment is in the physical body. You're not out of body. And you are seeing energies in your auric field. And so through physicality, with your consciousness in that moment, then shape shift and morph and stretch and bend and pulsate that white, that white band that's outside of the, etheric energy. And again, you're using the mirrors, right? You're enhancing the experience by having mirrors reflecting onto each other in between what you're doing. Okay? It makes a difference. And so then what you're doing is you are training your consciousness through the physical form to morph and shapeshift and manipulate and do whatever and bend, like I said, you're at that astral energy and that astral light, the astral matter that's connected to you within your astral layer / layers within your energy field. That's which is part of your multidimensional essence, of course, which is what we talk about before in other videos. And that's the first step of true initiation of the creation of, a body of light method. The next step to do with the mirrors going like that is you have your eyes open and you take your right hand and you look at your right palm, just like this. And then you take your thumb with your physical hand and you bring it down to your palm, like that. Okay? You bring it down. And when you bring it down mentally, don't say it with your mouth, just in your mind, say thumb. Then first finger. Then second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. So you're basically doing an exercise where you were doing this. Your hands open, and then you're thinking thumb. First, second, third, small finger, right? So you can call your fingers whatever you want to. You're your own God, ladies and gentlemen. So you can call it 1, 2, 3, 4, or pointer finger and middle finger and ring finger and or whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And you repeat that process. So what you do is you do it that way, with starting with the thumb, and then the fingers come down, and then reverse the order, and then lift up your small finger, your pinky, first, and then the third, fourth, second, first finger, and lift your thumb up and have your open palm again. So you want to do that with your physical body several times, just different times of the day where it makes sense. You're just in your bedroom, you're in the restroom, bathroom, by yourself, obviously, in privacy. You're going to bed at night, just in the car when you're by yourself, whatever, just keep it kind of a private thing, and repeat that several times throughout the day. Now, do that for 1 week. Okay? Do that for 1 week in conjunction with playing with the astral energy or that astral light layer and making it move around and shift and expand and vibrate, and you're doing it and you're seeing it. You're doing it from a physical level. I mean, again, if you're doing this right and you're putting the time into it, this whole process or idea of the creation of a body of light will work really good for you if you listen to what I'm saying in this video. So back to the hand, though. Okay, so remember, on a physical level, you are doing the finger thing with the palm and everything several times a day. Do it for a week, and then go back to the scenario of having the mirror on the left and right side of you. You're in a quiet room, right? You can have some of that natural light. At this point, you can also have synthetic light in the room if you want. It's okay, but you should use a blindfold, a good sleeping mask that actually blocks at least the light out of your eyes. Okay, and then you're going to repeat the whole process of what you did with your fingers, right, physically, but this time with your physical eyesight blackened with a sleep mask or whatnot, and you're in between the mirrors. So again, it doesn't really matter, natural sunlight, daytime, nighttime, synthetic light, that doesn't matter anymore. And do the same hand exercise, hand finger exercise, but do it with your energy body, okay? And as you do it, put your physical hand out in front of you like this, like you would normally do, but just don't move your physical hand or fingers during the exercise. Just keep it there as a base. And then you're looking in that direction. And then imagine the color blue, a wavering bluish smoke, okay? Just blue smoke, and it's wavering, it has movement, it's not still. And imagine that blue as if something similar to it would be like a blue flame, or the blue part of a flame. And I think most of you have seen the blue part of a flame before, right? So imagine that, but just a little more smoke. And then pretend like not pretend, but with your blindfold on, you are seeing your thumb come over like that, your first finger come down, your second finger come down, third, fourth, and repeating it, pinky up, third up, second one up, pointer finger up, thumb up, and you're repeating that cycle with the hand, but you're doing it with your energy body hand. You're not doing it with your physical body anymore, but you are seeing your energy hand performing this exercise. And as it's doing it, you see a bluish, wavering kind of color flame that is outlining the energy body fingers as they come up to the palm and go back up. Does that make sense? Again, I'm trying to explain this the best way I can, so it's simple enough to understand and try to repeat, and to use within your practices so you can test the stuff out. But I'm giving you, in my honest opinion, what I think that's two things, two exercises, or two things to start with on how to properly engage and initiate your consciousness into the idea of the creation of a body of light. Okay, so let's stop there. We're over 20 minutes. We're getting way too long here. Let me see your response to this, see where we want to go with this, because there are other things, other aspects, and other parts to this whole method, and to be successful with it. And I'm just doing it for free. These are free videos. So hit the like button if you enjoy the video, and leave any questions in the comments, please. All right. You guys have a nice day. Talk to you soon.